Right, hello again. I'm quite ill at the moment, so forgive my voice, but you might have seen that GeoWizard has been grinding for a 24k game of 10 seconds per round at NMPZ on World Map. He managed to beat it by some distance. He got 24-7-10, I think, and now Zigzag's been trying it too. Definitely testament to GeoWizard's continued influence that when he does something big like that, people want to give it a go. So I thought I'd try it myself. World Map is interesting because there's definitely more map meta than, say, ACW or Diverse World. In that, big cities tend to come up quite a lot. However, the scoring is also incredibly harsh, so those two balance each other out to an extent. Scoring is so harsh that you really almost have to have 5 cities to have any chance of getting 24.7k. Because even if you have an insane rural guess, you kind of have to be within like 15-20 miles to have any chance of keeping your score. So these were my best attempts. The last one's the best one. Did manage a couple of really good games, so yeah, check it out. Okay, so this one, see Greek language, I'll go with Crete just because of the vibe, and already that is enough points not to be able to get the high score, so that just goes to show. Good guessing Crete, but not enough points. Similarly here, like getting the right region in Spain, but not enough. That was because of the architecture, by the way. And then yeah, Japan ended up going the wrong city. UK, quite a good guess, but again, this just shows how many points you lose by being any small number of miles away. You really start to lose points very quickly. So this was a solid attempt of about 23k. Couldn't have done much more really, apart from I would guess Japan was the big miss, but couldn't have done much. Paris would be a sensible guess for this one. We've got plenty of language. This one has a New England vibe with the house. I've noticed there are quite a lot of Massachusetts locations on World Map for some reason. Nigeria with mountains, always going to be safe to go Abuja. There are other possibilities, but Abuja is always going to be the safest guess there. So, maintaining a good score here. Decided this was Texas. I went in the Austin area. Don't really know why. I ended up kind of being close. This one's quite funny. I got baited hard into going UK here. It just said P&O Ferry Master. I just thought it was going to be UK. It was actually Netherlands. But yeah, that could have actually been really high score if I'd got Netherlands there, but yeah. And then, what have we got this time? Okay, yeah, I can tell it's UK just from the houses. Just about maintaining enough points there. 44 miles is about all you can drop. I see the 03 area code there in France, which should be northeast. I go with Reims, but I think it's Metz. Yeah, so that's going to be a lot of points to drop. No chance of getting the high score here, but I think this was still a decent game overall. I think that might be a Manitoba plate on the card to the left there, so I go with Winnipeg. Again, you can see here how guessing the biggest cities tends to be the sensible option. Bangladesh seems to be one country where it doesn't work, but oh well. And then this one, I guess Canada. I'm happy enough for getting roughly the right part of Canada. So yeah, 22.7. Can't even remember what this was. It was Taiwan, yes, and I got really close. I remember, yeah, somehow. Okay, so that's the kind of start you need, dropping about 40 points. Next one, I think this was Madrid. But really quite hard to tell from this view. I mean, still looking at it, I don't really know how I could have got that was Madrid, but oh well. Go New Delhi here, definitely think it's northern India, not southern India. Pays off. Another Texas round, and I surprised myself by getting very close, but again, it's too many points to drop. It's only 50 miles away, which is not a lot in the US, but it's enough. And then a reasonable Germany guess, but again, the points just fall away so quickly in those rounds. So now this is where it gets insane. This was the best series of guesses I might have ever strung together. Good Senegal region guess, rural round. Cannot ask for any more than that. Nothing here, just some hills and red soil, but I somehow managed to get 20 miles away in France. Again, I know it's Australia, and I just think rivers and stuff are just generally... I feel like you're more likely to be in Tasmania anytime you have a river like that. I gamble on Tokyo here. I kind of think that people might be Japanese, and I just take the gamble for Tokyo. Pays off. So I'm on for... But you see there, even then, I'm not even on pace for 24.7. I mean, I got the wrong city there. Not much I could have done. I think there's an Illinois plate, but yeah. Now, this was my best attempt score-wise. But yeah, again, 30 miles away in New Zealand, you can't ask for much more, but it ends up costing me. Took me a while to work out what this was, but then I remembered it was... Well, I realised it was Dubai, and I thought actually it might be that hotel on the Palm Jumeirah. So that's a nice guess. Every little helps because you're trying to preserve every point you can. Again, I go with this Boston area. It ends up being a bit further north. Bit unlucky, you know. That could have been closer. Only really the house there under the bridge telling me that this is France. Paris again, something like the safe guess. And here, street signs tell me it's South America. I think the pole is Chilean looking, so I think Santiago. And that's a great game. Really couldn't have done much more there, but it's still 24.6, so I need to make up 100 points somewhere. But yeah, I might get around to it. We'll see. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon.